Chief Minister's post has sparked off a debate with an attack on Gaurav Gogoi as well as his wife. The Assam Chief Minister has hinted at a Soros lobby at play and says that the 2014 decision of Assam Congress was influenced. So the BJP has now doubled down on these allegations, saying Gaurav Gogoi's wife has links to Pakistan and ISI. That's a big charge. To break it down for you, my colleague Meghna Deka joins us on the broadcast. Yes, Meghna.
Well, yes, in fact, we are going to show you the post which has been put out by Himanta Biswa Sarma. He is, of course, the Chief Minister of Assam. This is the post that Himanta has put out that we are going to show for you on our screens. There you have it. This is the post that Himanta has put out. In this, he talks about several issues, and we are going to get you that exact tweet. Remember, the allegation which has been made by the BJP, we are going to be getting you that tweet very shortly, is that there are links of Gaurav Gogoi's wife to Pakistan's ISI. Now, what really are the basis of these details that he has put out? We are going to be showing for you that in just a second.
Okay.
In fact, if you just give me a minute.
Okay, I'll come back to you, Meghna. Let's tell our viewers the details that we have and what the Assam Chief Minister has said. So the BJP has leveled a big charge at the Congress leader Gaurav Gogoi, and the claim that the BJP has made is that the Congress leader's wife has a link with Pakistan and ISI, saying several decisions that have been taken by the Congress party in Assam in particular are all influenced. My colleague Mohit is also joining us on the broadcast with the details. Mohit, big charge by the BJP alleging a link with the Pakistan and the ISI. What are the details?
Well, yes, in fact, Himanta Biswa Sarma in a series of tweets have spoken about this particular issue. Now, he also goes on to say that the wife of MP Gaurav Gogoi, Elizabeth Colburn, and she has linked her to the Pakistani government and George Soros organization's Open Society, saying that it will be revealed soon that how the foreign powers led by George Soros ecosystem influenced a major decision of Assam Congress in 2014. The truth will come out in due course. And he also goes on to say that how there was, he put out a picture, there was a high-level interaction with ambassador on an adversarial nation requires ME approval and post-meeting debriefing. And he stated that Gaurav Gogoi met Abdul Basit when there were specific allegations against Pakistan by India that Pakistan should not interfere in Indian matters. And why exactly Gaurav Gogoi met Abdul Basit at that particular time. And now we see that how not just Himanta Biswa Sarma in his various tweets, but also various leaders of the BJP are coming out and saying that Gaurav Gogoi and his wife and their organization, BJP says, is working on the behest of Pakistan, and also it is linked to the George Soros Open Society. So these are very, very serious allegations that have been leveled not just against Gaurav Gogoi but against his wife also. Now, to clarify one thing, that these are the allegations that have been leveled and are in public domain by Himanta Biswa Sarma. We will not, come out and say that these allegations are right or wrong. We'll clearly say that these are the allegations that have come up, and these are very serious allegations. So we will have to wait and watch what exactly Gaurav Gogoi has to say. Because not just with Pakistan, Himanta Biswa Sarma is linking all these visits, meeting of Abdul Basit with Gaurav Gogoi, and the foundation that Gaurav Gogoi has, the organization that he has, his links to Open Society of George Soros. So the BJP has been saying this. We have to understand that the foreign powers, specifically George Soros organizations and the other foreign powers, they are trying to interfere in India's internal affairs. They want to remove Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and they want to destabilize India. And perhaps that is why the Congress party leaders are meeting the representatives from Pakistan, and they have links with the organizations of George Soros. So these are very serious allegations.
Yes.
We have to wait and watch what exactly Gaurav Gogoi will have to say on this, because not just one, but there are series of tweets that have been put by Himanta Biswa Sarma. Back to you.
Okay, all right. Senior Congress leader, the BJP saying that his wife has links with Pakistan and ISI, and they've also cited the fact that she has worked in Pakistan previously. In fact, we have a reaction coming in from the BJP. Let's listen in.
Very disturbing and serious facts have come to light that Deputy Leader of Opposition, Mr. Gaurav Gogoi, his wife, has links with Pakistan and the ISI. I'm saying this with some responsibility that Gaurav Gogoi's wife, Elizabeth Colburn, has links with one Ali Tawqir Sheikh, who happens to be the advisor in the Pakistan Planning Commission. Now, this is a serious issue which poses a threat to the national security of the country. Therefore, we wish to ask these questions from Mr. Rahul Gandhi, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, the President of the Congress Party, that Gaurav Gogoi needs to come out and give clear details of Elizabeth's association with the ISI and Pakistan. The serious question that is being raised by all is the Deputy Leader of Opposition, Mr. Gaurav Gogoi, compromised? Why is Elizabeth Colborne working with Pakistani ISI agents? Are they working in furtherance of the statement made by Mr. Rahul Gandhi that the fight of Mr. Rahul Gandhi and the Congress Party is with the Indian state?
All right, so that's the charge by the BJP, saying now Gaurav Gogoi must come out and make his reaction on these allegations, saying this is a big charge. There is a link with George Soros, there is a link with Pakistan and ISI. That's the charge of the BJP. Meghna is back with us. Meghna, so a series of tweets coming in from the Assam Chief Minister, and he has alleged a Pakistan and ISI link. What are the details?
Well, absolutely. In fact, I'm going to show you one of the first tweets that he had put out. This with a picture, if you can see it clearly, it says the Pakistan High Commission of New Delhi. Here you can see Gaurav Gogoi sitting with Abdul Basit. This picture dates back to 2015, something that Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has posted, saying that such a high-level interaction with the ambassador of an adversarial nation, which is Pakistan, requires MEA approval and a post-meeting debriefing. Hope the Honourable MP complied with these requirements, as national security must always take precedence over politics. This is the optics of this picture that the Chief Minister speaks about. In another tweet, he has put out the details of that picture, in which he says, in 2015, the Pakistani High Commissioner to India, Mr. Abdul Basit, this of course is the man that you can see here, sitting next to Gaurav Gogoi at the Pakistan High Commission in New Delhi. He goes on to say that he met and invited and met a first-time MP and his startup, Policy for Youth, to discuss India-Pakistan relations at the Pakistan High Commission. Notably, this MP, he's talking about Gaurav Gogoi, was not a member of the Parliamentary Committee on External Affairs at the time, raising questions about the intent about his engagement with the Pakistani High Commissioner. This visit occurred despite India's official protest against the Pakistani High Commission's interference in the internal matters, particularly in its involvement in Hurriyat Conference. Ignoring these concerns, the MP took 50 to 60 young Indians to meet Pakistani officials and the Pakistani High Commissioner. He also then goes on to say, soon after his startup then published an article as well about border security forces handling of the illegal Bangladeshi immigrants, and a closer examination of his parliamentary questions reveal a growing focus on sensitive defense matters, including inquiries about Coast Guard radar installations, India's arms factories, aeronautical defense, transit routes from trade with Iran, Kashmiri students, and the alleged attacks on churches, making a noticeable shift in his areas of interest. He speaks about Gaurav Gogoi. But here is where he gets very personal about it and makes these allegations about the connection of Gaurav Gogoi's wife, Elizabeth Colborne, to that of alleged link at that, to that of Pakistan and ISI, by saying, interestingly, these developments occurred immediately after his marriage to a British citizen with a professional background that raises further questions. Before their marriage, he had worked for an American senator known for his close ties with the Pakistani establishment, and later spent time in Pakistan. Employed by an organization widely believed to be a front for the ISI, which is the Inter-Services Intelligence, which is essentially Pakistan's spy team. The timing of these events adds another layer of intrigue to the MPs involving political stance and action. So essentially, Pratibha, what he's suggesting is that Gaurav Gogoi, a parliamentarian with the Congress party, he married a lady, Elizabeth Colborne, and someone who had earlier worked with a US senator who's known to have ties with the Pakistani establishment. The Chief Minister also claims that this US senator not just had links to the Pakistani establishment, also spent time in Pakistan and thereby drawing an ISI link to the Congress parliamentarian.
Okay, all right. UK citizen married to the deputy opposition leader in the Lok Sabha, Gaurav Gogoi. The BJP making this big charge and saying that he must clarify. In fact, we have breaking updates coming in after the BJP's big claim on Gaurav Gogoi's wife. There's a response coming in. The Congress party's Gaurav Gogoi, the man at the center of the controversy, has hit back and has dismissed the charge being levelled by the BJP, saying it's absolutely baseless and there is no truth to it whatsoever. In fact, he goes on to claim that this is a charge that has been made just to divert attention.
बीजेपी के पास आज कोई मुद्दे नहीं हैं और झूठे आरोप पर निर्भर मुझे लगता है कि भारत के लोग राजनीतिक रूप से बहुत सक्रिय है और इस पूरे झूठ और भ्रम के बीच में जो असत्य है ये सब वो देख सकते हैं। वो झूठ फैलाते जाए, हम अपना काम करते रहेंगे। आने वाले साल में असम में विधानसभा के चुनाव होंगे, हम असम के मुद्दे उठाएंगे, बेरोजगारी महंगाई के मुद्दे को उठाएंगे।
Tom Vadakkan of the BJP and Udit Raj of the Congress party on the broadcast with us. Mr. Udit Raj, this is a big charge that has been levelled by the BJP, alleging that Gaurav Gogoi's wife has links with Pakistan and ISI, and that several decisions in the Congress party are influenced by this.
I think the Chief Minister of Assam is a mentally sick. He should be treated by a neurologist. In the past, he said that duty of Bahujan is to serve the upper caste, and then he deleted his post on X, and he made such unsubstantiated false accusations against the Congress leaders, including Rahul Ji. I think he is not mentally fit. Either he should substantiate it what he's saying.
So,
And without substantiating, if he making just
okay, you're saying this is a false charge. I just want to tell you that in the tweet, this is what he has gone on to say. He has tweeted a picture and he says, the Pakistani High Commissioner to India, Abdul Basit, in 2015 had invited the first time MP and his startup to discuss India-Pakistan relations. And he has questioned the intent behind it and saying that this visit raises questions.
What is wrong in it? What is wrong in it? What's wrong in it? I will also meet, everybody meets. It's a personal interaction. What's wrong in it? And Mr. Modi met 18 times with Xi Jinping, and afterwards they encroached our territory. So why Mr. Modi has met so many times? And why the BJP delegation had gone to China? Why Mr. Modi has accepted donation in PM Care Fund from Chinese company? What is the nonsense?
Okay.
Is there in bar? Is there in law that one should not meet? I also go meet and everybody meet.
Okay, but he goes on to say, I just want your reaction to this as well. He goes on to say before their marriage, she had worked for an American senator known for his close ties with the Pakistani establishment. Apart from that, employed by an organization widely believed to be a front for the ISI.
That way I can say Jaisankar Sen is a CIA agent. He is an American citizen. Ajit Doval, the American citizen. Most of these BJP leaders, their children are settling in America. They are with Mossad and CIA and everybody. What's wrong in it? I don't know. It's a mad media.
Okay. Are you saying that she was not employed by an organization that was believed to be a front of ISI, or are you saying there's nothing wrong if she worked there previously?
He met ambassador, we meet, everybody meet, and there is national day, everybody goes. What's wrong in it? It's photograph. What's wrong in it?
Okay,
And
okay.
marrying
Mr. Udit Raj, I request you to stay with us just a moment. Tom Vadakkan of the BJP is also with us. Mr. Tom Vadakkan, Udit Raj of the Congress party says, what's wrong in it? Why is the BJP making a big noise about this?
He's essentially comparing apples and oranges. In the beginning, he talks about one version, then he diverts to another issue. So, I mean, I don't want to even contradict him at this juncture. But let me tell you, there is no specific contradiction of the work that the lady you have mentioned, who happens to be Gogoi's wife, has worked for. There is no specific contradiction on that. They're talking about diversionary tactics, but the gist of the matter is that he is the deputy LOP. He has access to files which can be misused. So it is important for him to come out in public and specifically say that his wife did not work in these organizations and the connections therein. Just by saying this is diversionary tactics of the BJP, these are based on facts. The facts are she worked in the following organization. She has been in touch with some of these people who are close touch with the ISI. So if these are specifically contradicted, and wait for proof from the other side too, because this is a very serious issue. And I congratulate Times Now for taking up an issue which is serious. And I think this will help us to understand the mindset of the Congress and its leanings towards a country which is in a position of enmity with India.
Okay, all right. Mr. Tom Vadakkan and Udit Raj, thank you for joining us. The war of words continues, but it's a big charge that has been leveled by the BJP that has said that the Congress leader Gaurav Gogoi's wife, Elizabeth, has links with Pakistan and ISI, and that several decisions of the Congress party are influenced by this. Gaurav Gogoi, of course, has responded and has said that these allegations are absolutely laughable. Where's the proof? The debate continues and we're keeping a track of that. Quick break. We'll be right back.